Hello and welcome to the 741 channel. Thank you for stopping by. Today we're going to take a look at this Husqvarna 150 BT backpack leaf blower that I picked up at Lowe's. So what I'm going to do now is assemble the blower hose onto the backpack unit itself. So first up, I've got the flexible part of the hose here ready to go, and you can see this has a fat end and a narrow end. And then I've also got the control hose. This is the one with the swiveling end on it ready to go. Now the manual also recommends adding a little bit of lubrication to the pipes to get them to kind of fit together a little easier. So I've got some WD-40 on standby in case I need it. So first up, I've put a little bit of WD-40 around the end of this fitting, and I've got the larger of the two supplied hose clamps over the fat end of the blower pipe here. And now we're just going to slip this onto the end of the fitting. And then I'm going to use a T25 Torx driver to tighten this up. You can also use a flathead screwdriver on these if you don't have a Torx driver handy. Next up, I'm going to take the smaller hose clamp and I'm going to put it around this end of the blower pipe. And then I'm going to take the control tube and I'm just going to put this in the end. And again, I've put a little WD-40 on here just to make it slide in a little easier. And then I'll use my T25 Torx driver to tighten this up. So next up, I'm going to take the throttle control, or what the manual is calling the handle holder, and we're going to slip this over the end of the control pipe. You can see there's a couple of grooves here that are just going to slip over some pins on the end of the control pipe. So I've just realized I didn't have the throttle control all the way up on the control tube. So what I really need to do is take this off, spin it around 180 degrees. So we got to get this channel here to align with this fin that's on the control tube. And then I should be able to just slide that all the way on. Now I can rotate that back around the way I had it. Next up, I'm going to use this supplied spring clip to kind of hold the throttle cable down into place. So then what I'm going to do is take this small end here and I'm going to clip this over the throttle cable like that. Then we're going to bring this around and hook it around the bellow pipe here in one of the grooves of the bellows. Put a little more WD-40 on the end of the control pipe here. I'm going to bring in the intermediate pipe and just lock that onto the end of the control pipe. And you may be able to see here there's some pins and a groove that this needs to slide into and twist in order to lock in place. You can see that Husqvarna supplied two nozzles with the unit, neither of which is really the one that I want. I want the one with the flat blade tip that kind of points up a little bit, but we're going to make do with one of these for now. And I think I'm going to use the one with the narrower end. And this just locks into place like the other tubes. It just slides up in, the pins mate, and then we kind of give it a twist to lock it in. So here's a look at the back of the unit. This is where the exhaust is. The fuel tank is here. By the way, this takes a 50-to-1 fuel to oil ratio mix. And of course you have a standard pull start here. Carburetor and throttle controller here, spark plug up here, and then the main blower unit is here with, of course, the blower pipe over there that we just assembled. Here's a look at the backpack side of the unit. You can see it's got some pretty heavy-duty padded straps here on either side, and these, of course, are adjustable with a standard backpack style adjuster. And then down here you also have a waist belt that you can wrap around your waist and adjust with a bit of a padding on it as well. And the body of the unit here also has some padding on it to go against your back and keep it comfortable. And you can see here there's a warning label that has some information about the noise level that this thing generates and things like that. Now, a word on that, it's always good to use ear protection and eye protection for that matter with something like this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and adjust these backpack straps to fit me. Okay, that feels pretty comfortable right about there. I think it'll be pretty natural to use in this position, and it doesn't feel too heavy, especially with this waist strap here. That helps take some of the weight off. So let's get it fired up and see what it sounds like. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the choke lever down into the closed position, and then I'm going to push the primer bulb, which is here under the carburetor. You guys probably can't see it. I'm going to push that a few times to prime the carburetor. and then we'll give it a pull and see if it starts. So let's take this thing out to the walking trail that's in the woods behind my house and put it to the test, see how it does. That's pretty much going to do it for the Husqvarna 150 BT backpack leaf blower. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to leave a comment or subscribe, feel free to do that as well. If you'd like to learn more about this product, please see the link down in the description below. And if you'd like to support my channel in another way, please consider visiting my Amazon store. Thanks for watching!